I'm Damiano Dentice, I'm an artist and I make films. I've always been a creative person to some extent. I've always liked making things, whether that be attempting to write musical projects or make videos or paint or draw. I've always had a need to want to express myself creatively. And so very early on in my teenage years and my early 20s, I kind of struggled quite a bit to be able to do that. I could never get myself in a rhythm that I felt was conducive to being able to accumulate, I guess, a body of work or something I could be proud of or point to as an artist. So I had a lot of failures and a lot of projects where I had to try and find myself, and that never amounted to doing much. Stuff finally started coming together for me when I moved to Canada briefly, and I was able to start performing at Second City, which is an improv group in Toronto. And I've always been interested in video, but like basically making art in general. So I went to art school just because I felt there was more of a theoretical background in art as opposed to going to film school where I'd be focusing more on technical things. And I was surrounded by the right people, you know, like people who would like actively encourage me to want to do things, and people who wouldn't put me down, you know, whereas like maybe in the past I had people like that who weren't exactly totally encouraging. So and then I came back here and I just continued that education, and I just figured, you know what, it was the time for me to want to go ahead and do something like make a feature film. And so having accomplished all these little things, I just started getting my head down and putting all my resources and all my experience together to be able to make that artwork. Fatal Attraction was like a work that probably took about 5 years sort of really to sort of come together, and it appeared in all sorts of different iterations and totally different stories and stuff. My inspiration really sort of started from Italian neo-realism and seeing films that had a lot of substance to them, and really just sort of drew on the lives of people, but like the relationships between people, because the films were more concerned about character relations as opposed to a story or a narrative. Well, because, you know, in this day and age, charging for art, especially as an artist that isn't owed anything, you know, somebody who is, you know, an artist without a lot of credentials, you know, people don't feel like they owe me anything to pay for this sort of for this artwork, you know. And fair enough, like, you know, they don't know what kind of art I make, they don't know who I am. And so for me personally, as even just as a business move, before I get into the, you know, the morality of it, like people can look at my artwork and they can watch it, and then they know who I am, and then the next project I make, they're already familiar with what I made. And so, you know, I believe that by having my artwork available for free, that people can sort of become fans of my art and can continue to watch it and spread the word, and its accessibility allows, you know, a fan base, so to speak, for my artwork to sort of grow. You know, unlike if I had it on iTunes and it was available for $10 and you couldn't watch it for free on YouTube, or if it was on Google Play or something, you know, nobody would see it because nobody would pay $20, let alone like $5 or whatever to watch it. You know, nobody knows who I am. There's nobody famous in it. Why would anybody care? But also just on a personal level, on a moral level, for me it's important that, you know, art can be widely seen and share just because I think that you know, knowledge is really important in the world. You know, I mean, that's the great thing about the internet is that, you know, you can get access to knowledge really easily, and it's distributed everywhere. Because I think access to knowledge is crucial for the development of our society.
Knowledge.